Okay, so I just came out of watching the new Michael Bay action-packed thriller epic Ambulance. And my first reaction after leaving the theater is I think this is perfectly fine entertainment. I don't think this is a great action film by any means. I don't even think it's all that good of an action movie. I think it falls into a lot of faults that modern day action films do nowadays, which I'll speak about that in just a second. But Ambulance doesn't go without its pros. I think there's some moments of enjoyable action sequences. I think there's some moments of great tension used throughout the film. But where this film fails for me is its overlong runtime. This film is 2.5 fucking hours. That's a big problem when your action film is putting the audience member to sleep due to the amount of action. Because once you've seen one action scene in this film, you've seen them all. Like every action scene is the same. They don't really try to change it up or do something new. It's literally, yeah, it's gun shootouts, it's cars being flipped. You see that continuously throughout the film, and seeing that like for the first hour of this movie is like that is fun. But then for the next like hour and 15 minutes that this movie has, it becomes over bloated, it becomes overused, and the action actually put me to sleep in this movie, because this film has a very quick build up. Like 10 minutes into the movie, you're already instantly into the shit. And like I'm fine with all of that as long as you can put sequences of conversation and story in the middle of all the action. Because if your film is just one continuous action sequence, which this is a 2 hour car chase. Think about how long, how much of that, how long that takes to get boring. Pretty quick, actually. And I think this film would have worked with a 90-minute runtime, because a 90-minute runtime, a 90-minute runtime, it is quick, it is firm, it's straight to the point. This film doesn't really have any story to tell outside of its build up. That's literally the maximum amount of story that this film has, and then the rest of it is just action nonsense. And I'm fine with lots of action in my action movies. Like give me all of that. I just like to have story in the middle, and this film doesn't really have that. Um, and like I think, and I think that this film used drone technology, which is a new style being brought into the action genre, and the like, and I think the photography in this film, I think is pretty bad actually. Even on the standards of a Michael Bay film, I think the photography is really bad in the film, and I think it's horribly edited. That's that's one of the problems I have with this film. That's now being done in modern action films. Is the editing is very jarring. It continues to cut to multiple angles, and it's like 3 seconds before it switches to a new shot, and it's so all over the place. It doesn't feel like this is a it doesn't really feel like they know how to edit this film together. And this film actually has 3 editors attached to it, and it's like 3 editors had a different interpretation of how they wanted the action to be crafted in this film. But I think the action looks like shit. I think when there's explosions, when there's cars flipping, I think the practical effects there look really good. But the way the way they edit this together, I think is some of the worst in Michael Bay's filmography. Um, and I think Jake Gyllenhaal and our side cast here, I think they do a great job, um, like providing the script they were given here. I think, yeah, they do a great job, like serving this story and adding some interesting elements every now and then. Um, what else is there to say? There's a cool ending that that brings this opening this opening rescue sequence to a close. It brings this nice kind of subplot to a close, which I appreciated that. um yeah, this film really didn't do much for me. It's just it's another film in Michael Bay's filmography. And it being 90 minutes, that's just not Michael Bay. I mean, Michael Bay's films are 2 hours and over. So if this film was 90 minutes, I mean, it wouldn't be a Michael Bay film anymore. And so I feel like it having Michael Bay's name behind it, I feel like it kind of had to be 2.5 hours because Michael Bay loves to make long ass fucking movies. I can't recall a single film in his career that's been shorter than 2 hours. They're always 2 hour and 3 hour epics. That's what he enjoys making. Um, this film, you've seen these action sequences like 1,000 times over the years. You don't need to see it again here. Just Google Google entertaining car sequences, and once you've seen one, you've seen them all. I know I've said that, I know I've already said that in this video, but it's really the truth. Every action sequence is the goddamn same in this movie. And I'm a Michael Bay. I like his style. I like his style of filmmaking. I like his Transformers movies. Um, they aren't, not all of them are good movies, but they're entertaining and there's story throughout them. This film has no clear story motivation in it. There's no sense of a story given here, and just I don't know. Yeah, this film really let me down. I'm probably not going to see it again. This film has been getting a lot of praise for being a fun action film, but I don't know. I didn't really find this movie really all that good. So yeah, they're my first reactions to Ambulance.